3. That is exactly how many hours it takes to write, edit, format, and publish a complete 50,000-word novel. Seriously, you heard that correctly. If you're using the right AI workflow, it takes just 3 cumulative hours to go from a totally blank page to a finished, polished book that is live and ready to sell.
Welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly thrilled you're here today because we are breaking down a truly fascinating case study. We are looking at a specific, highly optimized workflow inspired by an indie author who literally published more than 200 novels in a single year using Claude AI. And the kicker, they sold over 50,000 copies on Amazon's Kindle Direct publishing platform. We're going to unpack exactly how that rapid production process actually works step by step.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Here is our chronological roadmap for today. We're going to hit finding a low-competition niche, the AI plotter approach, drafting and expanding chapters, neutral AI editing, cover design and formatting, and finally publishing on Amazon KDP.
Section 1. Finding a low-competition niche, using AI deep research to dominate search results.
To make this whole thing concrete, we're going to follow a specific case study book straight through this workflow. We'll be creating a cozy mystery about 2 middle-aged traveling sisters who accidentally become crime solvers on an airplane. Now, the entire goal at this initial stage is capturing free traffic on Amazon. If you pick a massive, crowded topic, your book just gets buried. But if you can find a high-demand, low-competition gap, well, your book is highly likely to jump straight to the top of those search results. So you fire up Claude's mid-tier waddle, turn on its thinking or research mode, and let the AI scour hundreds of internet forums to find exactly what mystery readers are begging for. Oh, and if you're looking for a free alternative, Perplexity's deep research tool yields very similar results. Through this deep dive, the concept of a murder mystery on a plane was born. A quick check on Amazon actually revealed almost 0 existing results for that exact niche. Plus, it fits perfectly into cozy beach fiction. You know, those simple, feel-good, easy-to-read vibes that AI just excels at writing. And setting it on a plane, that establishes instant series potential. Kind of like those massive cruise ship mystery series, but up in the air. A new crime on a different flight in every single sequel.
Section 2. The AI plotter approach. Why most AI novels fail.
Once you've got your niche locked in, you enter what is absolutely the most crucial phase, and it's the one beginners almost always skip. Honestly, this is the secret sauce to producing a high-quality AI novel instead of a disjointed, unreadable mess. Structuring your AI prompts changes absolutely everything. You see, the pantser approach is what most people try first. They open up ChatGPT, type "write chapter 1 of a mystery," and just cross their fingers. The result? Terrible, wandering, nonsensical stories. You want the plotter approach. This means taking the time to plan the book before you ever generate a single chapter of narrative. You do this by utilizing a feature called Projects in Claude. It basically creates a dedicated, closed-off workspace where the AI remembers all your uploaded files, reference documents, and character profiles across different conversations.
So how do we actually plot this out? Well, there are 3 exact sequential steps here. First, work backwards. It is always so much easier to plot a mystery if you already know the ending. In our case study, Claude generated a brilliant twist where the pilot caused a fatal allergic reaction, setting the murder up way in advance. Second, build your characters. Claude generates the initial profiles, but you, the human, refine them. For instance, the AI originally made one of the sisters, Eleanor, a retired teacher. The author stepped in, asked Claude to make her a tough lawyer instead, and then updated the reference document. Finally, apply a proven framework. The author prompted Claude to map this whole plain murder plot onto a classic 12-step mystery formula. All of these generated documents get downloaded and then immediately uploaded right into that Claude project to act as a strict, unwavering guardrail for the AI.
Section 3. Drafting and expanding chapters. Collaborating with AI step by step.
With all that meticulous preparation in the bag, we reach the heavy lifting. But because of the plotting we just did, this drafting phase is actually surprisingly smooth. The trick here is using your tool strategically. We are not just using one single AI model for the whole thing. We use Claude Sonnet, that's the mid-tier model, to draft the book chapter by chapter. Why do it this way? Because it saves massively on token usage limits. Those top-tier advanced models will eat up your usage limits in a heartbeat. Once all 15 chapters are drafted out, then you switch over to Claude Opus, the most advanced model, to compile that massive text load into a single, cohesive manuscript. And crucially, the human author is acting as the collaborative director the entire time. You absolutely do not just blindly accept the text it spits out.
For example, during the drafting of Chapter 1, the AI had the sisters board the plane right away. The human author reviewed this, noticed it totally violated their 12-step formula, which dictated they shouldn't board until Chapter 2, and instructed the AI to rewrite it. It's a genuine collaboration.
After drafting those 15 chapters, the manuscript in our case study sat at around 40,000 words. But 50,000 words is really the sweet spot for Amazon mystery novels to sell well. So the authors simply had Claude to expand a few specific scenes and add 2 extra chapters. Thanks to the sheer speed of the AI, hitting that perfect 50,000-word target took just 20 additional minutes of generating.
Section 4. Neutral AI Editing. The multi-bot proofreading strategy.
Now, we all know even the best AI models make mistakes. They drop plot threads or they introduce weird continuity errors. But there's an incredibly clever strategy to catch and fix them. You literally step outside of the Claude ecosystem entirely. You take your finished manuscript and upload it to both ChatGPT and Google's Gemini. You prompt them to act as unbiased, third-party, neutral editors whose sole job is to spot continuity errors or minor mistakes that Claude might have missed. It's like having an entire editorial team in your corner. Once ChatGPT and Gemini hand you a list of errors, you just feed that list right back into Claude Opus. In the case study, it took Claude Opus a mere 6 minutes to fix every single mistake across the entire 50,000-word manuscript. Right after that, you run a final 15-minute polish using Opus just to make absolutely sure the tone is perfectly fun, engaging, and easy to read.
Section 5. Cover Design and Formatting. Packaging the book for the Kindle marketplace.
So, our text is complete and totally polished. But a book isn't a book without the right visual and technical packaging, right? The crazy thing is, top-selling mystery covers are surprisingly simple. It's all about conveying a cute, cozy vibe. You really shouldn't overthink it. Slap a charming cartoon airplane and some bold, legible text on there, and you are practically halfway to a bestseller. To create the core artwork, the author used Google Flow, specifically the Nano Banana Pro image generation model, setting the dimensions to 3x4. And crucially, at the time of this case study, this Pro model provides totally watermark-free images. Next up, you just bring that image straight into Canva Pro, setting your canvas size to the standard Kindle size of 1600 by 2560 pixels. The formatting trick here is super straightforward. Add a colored rectangle at the top to frame your title text, apply a fun echo text effect, and just decrease the letter spacing slightly to really nail that cozy, inviting aesthetic. Then download the whole thing as a high-resolution JPEG.
Formatting the interior of the book is just as rapid as making the cover. Step 1 is simply asking Claude Opus to format your text document specifically for Kindle. Next, you download Amazon's free software. It's called Kindle Create, and you upload your document right into it. You apply the reflowable book format. That's super important because it ensures the text looks great no matter what tablet or e-reader someone is using. Add your author name to the front page and hit export. Boom! You now have a perfect tablet-ready KPF file.
Section 6. Publishing on Amazon KDP. Setting up your listing for maximum reach.
All right, we have arrived at the final phase, uploading our finished product and setting up our listing to guarantee maximum reach. The absolute crucial concept you have to understand here is GEO, or Generative Engine Optimization. We all know about SEO for search engines, right? Well, GEO optimizes your book for Amazon's internal AI recommendation feed. It's a pretty well-known quirk that Amazon's algorithm gives a temporary 30-day algorithmic boost to brand new listings. By having Claude write a highly optimized, hook-driven description and title for your book, you are spoon-feeding the exact data the AI recommendation engine wants. And that translates directly into a massive source of free traffic, those all-important initial sales and early reviews.
Once your newly geo-optimized description is pasted right into the Amazon KDP backend, you need to add your 7 strategic keywords. One really critical note from the case study here: if the AI ever suggests keywords that include real human author names or copyrighted terms, do not use them. Just ask the AI to regenerate clean keywords. Next, you upload your KDPF manuscript, your Canva cover, and then, and this is very important, you honestly disclose your AI usage in Amazon's internal form. Listen, Amazon does not penalize AI-written books. This disclosure is purely for their own internal data tracking. Finally, enroll the book in Kindle Select, set your price at around $5, which is totally standard for this niche and secures you that sweet 70% royalty rates, and you are done. When you step back and tally up every single microtask we just walked through, the entire end-to-end process comes in at just under 3 cumulative hours.
The tools are all right here. The blueprint is completely proven. By shifting your mindset from a disorganized pantser to a highly structured plotter, you can leverage AI to produce market-ready books at a speed that was literally impossible a few years ago.
It really all comes down to careful planning, utilizing multiple different models for specialized tasks, and ruthlessly targeting low-competition niches. So, the only question I have left for you is, what niche are you going to choose for your first 3-hour AI novel? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, keep building, and I will catch you in the next one.